So, on my last video, I got a comment asking me about my experience at the film school known as Whistling Woods International. Now, I was like any other student. Actually, I was not like any other student, I was much shittier. I always scored low grades since since I can remember, like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. All these grades, these were just I passed them out somehow, and then came 11th and 12th. Of course, 10th standard में no one knows करना क्या है. कुछ लोग को जान पता है क्या करना है, like great minds. But yeah, as usual, I did not know what to do. So, keeping the options open, 11th 12th लिया हमने science. Now, while doing science, I had पापा के दोस्त का बेटा जो इंजीनियरिंग करके इतना पैसा कमा के उसने अमेरिका में BMW ले लिया. सो सेम पाथ पे चल पड़े. 11th 12th हमने दी along with preparing for JEE एडवांस, बेसिकली द एग्ज़ाम फॉर IITs. जो लड़का अपनी पूरी लाइफ पास हो के निकला है पढ़ाई से, एंड वो लड़का IIT जाएगा. ओके, सीम्स लाइक एन अनलाइकली ड्रीम. कुछ लोगों ने ऑफ कोर्स अकॉम्प्लिश किया भी होगा ऐसे. आई कुड नॉट डू समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई कुड नॉट पुल इट ऑफ. ऑल दिस वाइल, since I think 6th grade, we went on a family trip together where I clicked a few good pictures for my dad, and I was just extremely enthusiastic, and he loved the pictures. So next year, I don't know what he thought. He got me a DSLR, entry level Canon DSLR. So that DSLR went on to lay my foundation of photography. For 7 years after that, I used that Canon DSLR to shoot all different kinds of photos. I tried to shoot posters with it. I brought it along everywhere, anywhere my friends went, anywhere my family went. I took that camera along, and yeah, I learnt every single thing there was to know about it. I thought I was good, and that was constantly reassured by my friends, my family, and random people following me on Instagram because of my photography. So this all, ये सब करते करते I gained a lot of knowledge about photography, framing, composition. Now, fast forward to 12th standard, I have cleared my JEE mains. I could not qualify for advance, no surprise. And now I have very few time to make a life altering decision to change my course from science engineering to filmmaking. Now, I hadn't discovered filmmaking as of now, but I researched photography first. I researched about photography, schools that teach photography. These schools were mostly based out in the UK, and yeah, these schools were pretty damn expensive. And I just googled कि कितने लोग, how many people do actually get proper jobs out of this. And while I was doing that, I got the question asked कि how much does all of this cost? This all costed 70 lakhs as in INR, Indian rupees. Now 70 lakhs is a big amount to learn photography, something that I've been doing for so many years just with my entry level Canon DSLR. So I thought more practically, and I was like, what earns more than photography? That's filmmaking. Another thing that can be executed with a camera. I have this certain level of confidence when it comes to cameras after using one for so many years and looking at every single camera review that came out by Fronos Photo, Peter McKinnon, Potato Jet, Full Time Filmmakers. All of these videos I have been watching since I grew up. And yeah, we took the leap and we searched for film schools. Film schools again, all over abroad, all over India, and I came across some pretty neat film schools, mostly abroad. And same thing that happened with my photography colleges. कि these were too damn expensive for a bachelor's degree. इतना मेरे peers जो engineering कर रहे थे उनकी फीस इतनी कम थी and I am gonna change my career into something that's not even gonna promise me a job. I have to look for my own jobs and फिर भी it costs so much to learn. Now that's a risk. But tabhi I was very headstrong and I had this thing ki I will not have a backup plan, something to fall back onto. I will go head first and take this challenge. So I first convinced my mother, then I went on to convince my father ki this is what I want to do. This is what I have been always been good at. I have never been good at studying, and filmmaking is something I can make a career out of, learn, and this is something that really interests me. It intrigues me. So मैं गया मैंने फिर then came Whistling Woods. Whistling Woods was surprisingly the last college on my list. And because it was last, I did not consider it until my last moment. And when I did actually read about it, it seemed pretty reasonable as compared to all the other filmmaking colleges in the US. And for a 3-year degree course, my mother insisted that whatever I do, I need to have a degree. Alright, let's not get stuck into that. Oh, a cat. Oh, she's going near the camera. Never mind, she went away. So where was I? Education. I can do इतना तो मैं कर ही सकता हूँ कि I can finish this degree and have this in my arsenal कि I have a degree, I am a formally trained filmmaker. Now, I don't know why I did this for a filmmaker. I am a goddamn filmmaker. Yeah. आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते we gave the entrance exam for Whistling Woods. Prepared way too much for it, which I figured कि इतना करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी. But yeah, I prepared way too much and gave the exam, got in. The first year went through a breeze. So this is the part where you all need to start paying attention to if you want to know what Whistling is. So my course was 3 years. 1 year of basics of filmmaking, which considered all 7 aspects of filmmaking: direction, cinematography, editing, VFX, sound design, production design, and acting. All the 7 aspects of filmmaking were taught to us throughout this entire year. All these 7 modules of filmmaking had their own subtopics, and basically this first year gave us a pretty good gist if you paid attention throughout the first year and not just you know came for the attendance and you were actually there to learn. Then you would actually learn about all 7 aspects of filmmaking. That would give you the time to choose one that really resonates with yourself. Since I came from photography, cinematography was an obvious choice for me. I dove in headfirst into cinematography. We had to choose 2 minimum if I didn't get cinematography, because cinematography had like barely 25 seats, and out of the 250 students that were there in the first year, only 25 people are going to get in. So, and out of those students, at least 80 to 95 people are going to be applying for cinematography. Now that is a fight. That is a fight. Now, I had my camera expertise, camera knowledge जो इतने सालों से सीखा था, and all I had to do was learn the basics of cinematography, just like I learned the basics of photography throughout all these years. मेरे को जल्द से जल्द cinematography के basic सीखने थे and just show to the professors that I am truly inclined and I truly want to learn this craft and make it my own. So I succeeded, and the next 2 years went by. We learned lots of lighting, focus pulling, cameras, camera techniques, advanced lighting, and at these 2 years just blew past by. Honestly, I had shifted to Goregaon to be close to the college. I could not travel like I did in my first year. Although I would recommend कि आप लोग फर्स्ट ईयर से ही you all plan to live near the college along with the rest of your students, because that is going to help you develop a community, that is going to help you find your own people, and that is extremely essential. I missed out on shifting to Goregaon in my first year, and in the second year when I tried to shift in, none of my batchmates, almost none of my batchmates were free. They all had their own group mates, their own partners, and their own flatmates. So what this created was they had a community where जैसे ही कॉलेज ख़त्म होता था, they used to plan, they used to explore Mumbai in the night, they used to make films, they used to make music videos. The creatives used to go there, sit in a room, and bounce back ideas and create stuff. The people who were new to Mumbai, who had come from other states, other countries, they went on to explore Bombay, explore the life of Bombay, and yeah, basically they all had their own tight knit friendships and groups, which got really difficult for someone like me to get in. जो college खत्म होते ही he has to run to catch the fast local back to Thane, and that is not a stereotype. It is what I did for an entire year, and yeah. So I regret that one thing. I did not shift there in the first year, but shifting in the second year did have its own possibilities. I will not dive into that. You might even get friends or new friends or seniors or whatever. ये हो गया 2 साल. अभी इन 2 सालों के बाद जो फिल्म मेकर बाहर आया है, द फिल्म मेकर दैट ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम विस्लिंग वुड्स, we get to make a diploma film at the end of our college before our graduation. A diploma film is where all the 7 aspects of filmmaking come together. Students from each batch of each aspect of filmmaking come together, like 3 students from direction, 3 students from cinematography, 3 students from 2 or 3 students from editing, VFX, acting, production design. All of this, they come together, they make one film crew, and ऐसे 4-5, actually ऐसे 25 फिल्म ऐसे 25 फिल्म्स बने. 25 directors, 25 DOPs make 25 films together, along with the rest of their peers as assistants, and whatever roles there were to fill, they were filled by other students, and that formed a film crew. And you were supposed to make a story, come up with a story, pitch it to the producing faculty, and based on your pitch you would get a certain budget, and in that budget you will have to execute your film. The college provides you with a lot of equipment such as the high-end cinema cameras, the lights, the light dadas. Yeah, so it is a really nice opportunity for your dreams and your stories to come to life. Those were what my 3 years as a cinematographer were like in Whistling Woods. If you have any specific questions, I would love to answer them. You can comment down. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. This one would have been a pretty long video though, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. बाकी तो यार सवाल पूछो नीचे comments में. I will happily reply to all of your comments. Good night.